Hello, great day. Well, once again, we're here, the start of another school year. And I can tell you right now, I am truly excited about the upcoming school year. First off, let me acknowledge we understand COVID 19 is still with us. But because we have developed a very clear and very precise reopening plan, and we have each other, we are ready to take on COVID 19 and reopen our schools in a very safe and an efficient way. So I'm very happy to say, let's get started. To our new staff members that's joining us and to the Waco Nation, welcome. We're really excited about you joining our family. I want to also say to you, we're going to continue with our systems thinking and making sure that we live by our 3 C's: communication, collaboration, and collecting data. We'll live by our 3 P's: people, the process, and ultimately the great product in our student as it relates to their student achievement and preparing them for the global economy in the 21st century. I am really thrilled and excited to just be a part of this great organization. And really what makes the organization great is each and every one of you. There's no little I's or big U's. It's us, it's we working together. And I'm very excited about that. So ladies and gentlemen, again, it's a great, great honor to be a part of the Waco Nation FY21. Welcome back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darrell Gilbert, Principal of Washington County High School. At this time, we'll be taking the opportunity to discuss the 3 learning options for the upcoming school year. And the first option, option A, is the traditional option. In this option, students will attend school 5 days per week. Students will be required to wear a school uniform and a face mask if they are within 6 feet of each other. The next option is option B, which is the hybrid option. In this option, students will attend school 3 days a week: Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And on Mondays and Fridays, you'll be recognized as distance learning for those students. While on campus, students in the hybrid option will be required to wear a school uniform and also wear a mask if they are within 6 feet of another student or person. The next option is option C. This is our distance learning option. Here we will discuss the distant learning expectations for students. Students will be expected to attend all scheduled Google Meeting sessions and on time. Attendance is mandatory. Students are required to log in for the Google Classroom sessions using their username and password. Students should log in as yourself. Do not log in for anyone else or allow others to log in for you. Keep your webcam on and visible throughout the duration of each Google Meet session. Dress appropriately. Students must wear a school-approved uniform top. Although uniform bottoms are not required, all students must be appropriately dressed. Limit all distractions, which include cell phones, televisions, or any distracting noises during Google Meet sessions. Actively participate in online learning activities. Collaborate with others in an appropriate manner. Complete corresponding coursework as if the students was in class. Adhere to rules for plagiarism. This includes copying and pasting information from the internet. Turn in all work on time as if you are in class. Be mindful of etiquette online procedures while participating in Google Meet sessions. And finally, you should consistently communicate with your teachers and ask questions as needed. Thank you.
People to know, people to see. Dr. Darrell Gilbert, Principal. Mr. Ronnie Freeman, Assistant Principal Athletic Director. Dr. Felicia Moss, Assistant Principal CTAE Director. Ms. Ashley Broxton, Teacher Administrator. Ms. Angie McCall, Teacher Administrator. Dr. Felisa Cooper, Teacher Administrator Trainee, High School Public Relations Coordinator. Coach Terry Stevens, Teacher Administrator Trainee. Ms. Susan Smith, Administrative Secretary. Ms. Renee Ogden, CTAE Secretary. Ms. Brandy Spikes, Receptionist. Ms. Theresa Kraft, Attendance Clerk. Ms. Lenedra Brown, 9th and 10th grade Counselor. Ms. Tiffany Bryson, 11th and 12th grade Counselor. Ms. Debbie Price, Registrar, Dual Enrollment Coordinator, 12th grade Counselor. Ms. Tawanda Walker, Discipline Office Secretary. Ms. Amy Brantley, Media Center Specialist. Mr. Kelvin Hatcher, Resource Officer. Mr. Ralph Brown, Resource Officer. Ms. Tarsha Harris, Resource Officer. Mr. Glenn Ingram, Resource Officer.
Hello and welcome to Washington County High School. My name is Susan Smith, and on behalf of the front office, I'd like to go over a few things with you. This is our main entrance. This is where you'll come if you want to sign out a student. If you are a student and you're coming for the first time during the day after 8:25 because of a dentist, doctor's appointment, dual enrollment, or tardy to school, Ms. Spikes, our receptionist, will buzz you in. Once you've come in, if you're here to sign a student out, you'll see our receptionist, Ms. Spikes. Make sure you have your picture ID. If you're a student who's already been signed out, but coming back to school, sign back in here. If you've got an excuse for that appointment, you're going to give that to your attendance clerk. Now, if you're a student coming for the first time, due to that dual enrollment, doctor's appointment, or tardy, you're going to come in and see our attendance clerk, Ms. Kraft. You'll sign in, get your ticket to go to class, go from there. Make sure you turn in your excuses to her for your appointment. Students are given a student packet at the beginning of each year. We ask that the parent or guardian fill out the packet completely. Now, a lot of times parent or guardians will say, you fill it out, I'll sign it. Please don't do that. We need for the parent or guardian to fill out the entire form. That way we know that we're sending your child home with a correct person, that you're aware your child is going to be on the internet, or that your child is going to get an electronic device. Also, that's a timely manner that we need those forms back in by. So once they receive them, there's a certain time to get them back to us, please. Any student that drives on campus with a driver's license must have a parking permit. Our parking permits are $10 and sold in the front office. Medicine. If your child needs to take medicine while here at school, the parent or guardian will need to bring the medicine to the front office, as well as fill out a form giving us permission to issue that medicine to that student here at school.
There are 3 entrances that will be utilized as we return to WCHS. Students that are bus riders will be expected to enter the building through the bus ramp from the east. All students that are car riders, whether they are a student, driver, or being dropped off, will be entering the building from the north on the car rider side directly into the cafeteria. The faculty and staff are expected to enter the building through the front doors of the school from the west. We will have several devices in place to check temperatures as both the students and staff enter the building. There will be 2 no-touch, full-body scan temperature machines available to help with checking temperatures. One will be positioned at the east entrance of the bus ramp, and another one will be placed at the north side entrance into the cafeteria. We will strategically place staff with no-touch handheld thermometers at all entrances to assist with the flow of traffic as such of car riders and other staff entering the building.
This is one. Feel better?
Hey, how you doing, sir? He's a little bit high. We can only let him in if it's there less than 100.4. He's 100.8. I'm gonna let him get back in and pull over there for just a little bit, and I'll come back and recheck him, okay? Hey, man, I'm gonna recheck you one more time. You're still running a little high, 100.6. He's still over the limit. He's 100.6.
Okay.
I'm gonna suggest that he go back home today. We just can't take that risk of him coming in, okay?
Okay.
And we'll try it again tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Sir.
We can only let you in the building if it's 100.4 or less. Looks like you 100.8. I tell you what you do. Come on around. Just stand over there for me. Don't move. Just stand right over there for me. I'm gonna check you again in a second, okay? Just stand right there for me. So I'm gonna let you come back through again, and I'm gonna check it this time and see where we're at. Okay. Stop right here for me. Looks like you're still a little bit high with 100.6. I can only let you in if you're 100.4 or less. I tell you what we do. Let's call a parent. I'm gonna call your dad. Step over here for me. Call your dad or mom. Who should I call?
Call my dad.
Call your dad.
Yeah. This number is 478-232-23275.
Okay. Is Mr. Stevens?
Yes, sir. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Stevens. How you doing today, sir?
Fine.
Good. I've got your son here. I've got Carlos, and he's come through the temperature machine, and he's been hot twice. 100.8 the first time, and 100.6 the next time. I know he drove today. I just wanted to make sure that somebody was going to be home, or I'll make contact with the parent that he's going to be coming back home.
All right, that's fine. Just, I'll be on the lookout for it.
Okay. All right, good enough. We'll let him come back and try it again tomorrow. But if he's high tomorrow, then we may have to send him back, and may have to do something that's alternative as of tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right. All right. Thank you, sir. Okay, bud. We'll see you tomorrow, and I'll make notation that you came, and I'll put it on the log. Okay.
Any person, staff, or student who has a temperature of 100.4 or higher will not be permitted into the building. As we were able to observe and measure the circumference of a standard classroom, as well as several labs on different hallways, we found that the maximum capacity of students that could be housed in a single classroom with social distancing in place was between 18 to 22 students in accordance to whether it's a standard classroom or a lab. The standard classroom measured 30 by 24, 18 students, 30 by 30, 20 students, and a lab measuring 36 by 20, 22 students. The science labs were deemed to be able to hold up to 18 students, which has 6 lab tables. Each entrance will have a documentation book to place names of students and staff with temperatures of 100.4 or higher with dates and names. First wave of students will arrive to school between 7 and 7:15 a.m. All students that do not wish to eat breakfast entering from the bus ramp will be held in seats of social distancing in the dance area directly off the bus ramp entrance. Students entering the car rider side of the school and not desiring to eat breakfast will be held in the cafeteria and social distance until 7:15. Students who will eat breakfast will report directly to the cafeteria and get breakfast. They will sit 3 per table as they social distance. Once the bell rings at 7:15, all students in the cafeteria, as well as in the dance area, will be dismissed to report directly to their first period class. The second wave of students arriving between 7:15 and 7:45 will report directly to the cafeteria or to the first period after entering the building. Students wishing to eat breakfast will pick up their breakfast and then report directly to their first period class. Students not desiring to eat breakfast will go directly to their first period class after entering the building. The third wave of students arriving between 7:45 and 8:15 will repeat the directives as stated for the second wave of students.
In addition to temperature checks and one-way hallways, we will be implementing additional safety procedures to ensure that our students, faculty, and staff members are safe throughout the duration of the school day. All classrooms will be cleaned at the end of each class period. In co-teaching classes, one teacher will clean and sanitize desks in other high-traffic areas. If the class does not have a co-teacher, then the teacher will designate one student to sanitize desks and other high-traffic areas. The designated student will be provided the necessary PPE, personal protective equipment, such as gloves, to help with these measures. In addition to classroom cleaning, teachers will be sure to space students approximately 6 feet apart. If social distancing will not be able to take place effectively within a classroom, alternative areas will be used. These areas may include the theater or outdoor areas. We have also implemented safety procedures for technology usage. To prevent swapping technology around during the day, and also to accommodate our students that do not have access to technology at home, all students will be assigned a Chromebook, charger, and a tote bag or sleeve to take home. Students will not be allowed to use technology until they have returned an Internet Acceptable Use policy. They will not be issued a device until they return a parent-signed Chromebook policy form. These forms will be included in their beginning of the year packets. Students participating in Learning Option A will be given their student packets on Friday, August the 7th during homeroom. We strongly encourage these students to turn in their completed packets on Monday, August the 10th during first period so that they can use technology and be given a Chromebook. Students participating in Learning Options B and C will have the opportunity to pick up their student packets on Monday, August the 10th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. We will be conducting a drive-through service where parents and students can drive by the front of the school to pick up those packets. We are encouraging students that are participating in Option B to turn in their completed student packets on Tuesday, August 11th during their first period class. This is also the first day that Option B students will be on campus. Students participating in Learning Option C will have the opportunity to drop off their completed student packets on Thursday, August the 13th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. We will be conducting another drive-through service where students and parents will be able to drive by the front office and drop off those completed packets. Please remember that if a student does not turn in their Internet Acceptable Use policy or a parent-signed Chromebook policy form, then they will not be able to use technology and they will not have a Chromebook assigned to them. Therefore, we are encouraging all students to turn in their completed student packets as well as the corresponding forms as soon as possible so that they will not miss any important assignments. We have also adjusted our lunch procedures to ensure the safety of our students, faculty, and staff members. Since students who are participating in Learning Options A and B will be together in the building on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, those will be our busiest days of the week. To help spread our students out during lunch, we have purchased tables for seniors to sit outside during their lunch period. During inclement weather, classrooms have been designated to serve as overflow rooms. Those are just a few safety procedures that we have put in place to ensure that our students, faculty, and staff members remain safe throughout the duration of the school day. Thank you for entrusting us with your children.
Coach Steven.
Yes, sir.
I ain't feeling good.
What's the matter?
I don't know, just my stomach's bothering me. I just ain't feeling good right now.
Okay. Let me see. Let's check your temperature. All right, you kind of high. I tell you what. Yes, can I get an administrator to room 423?
Coach, you called me?
Yes, sir.
What can I do for you?
Mr. Hope here, he's not feeling well, and I checked his temperature, and it's right now at 101.1.
Okay. Miss Hope, do me a favor. Go ahead and get all your stuff, and I'm gonna take you with me and take you somewhere that we can sit you down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna check your temperature again. Okay? You got all your stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna take him with me, Coach.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, Miss Hope, your temperature is a little bit high, so I'm gonna take you and isolate you a little bit and set you in here in the comfort room, and I'm gonna come back and check on you. Have a seat right there. I'm gonna give you about 15 minutes, and I'll come back and check your temperature again, see how you're feeling. You okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be back. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, buddy, you all right?
Yes, sir. I'm doing good.
Hold on. In about 15 minutes, I'm gonna check your temperature again, if you don't mind. Okay? Okay. Looks good. Looks good. It's 97.5. It's come way down from last time. How do you feel?
Feel a
Feeling
lot
pretty
better.
good?
Feel a lot better.
Okay. How you feel about going to class?
Feel like I can finish the rest of the day.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, come on. What I'll do is I'll give you a pass and send you back to class, and I'll notify your teacher and tell her that everything's okay. All right?
Yes, sir.
If you start to feel bad again, you get in touch with me. Have somebody get in touch with me immediately. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead. Hey, buddy. How you feeling?
Oh, no. Don't feel good.
Really? Look like you're still a little bit sick. I'm gonna check your temperature. Give it about 15 minutes, okay? Look like you're a little bit high. Still, you're not feeling really well?
No, sir.
All right, so at this point, we've checked your temperature twice, and we're gonna probably call your parent and have somebody to try to come and get you, okay? All right, so you just hold still right there, and I'll look it up in the Infinite Campus, and I'll call your parent, and I'll get somebody to come pick you up, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey guys, this is Miss Bryson. I'll be one of your counselors this year for the 11th and 12th grade. Let's go over how we're going to look at our schedule so we don't get confused when we start class, okay? So let's look at this schedule right here. You're going to get a schedule that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The only thing that you're going to be concerned with is going to be Tuesday. Tuesday is what you're going to do 5 days a week. Don't look at Monday. Don't look at Wednesday. Those are set for something else. You're only looking at Tuesday. You're going to have a homeroom teacher. It'll tell you who that is. Then you'll go to first period, second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period, and seventh period. This is what you're going to be doing all 5 days. Where it says enrichment, as of right now, there will be no enrichment classes. That will start later on, so please ignore that as well. But what you want to do to look at a schedule is only look at Tuesday. Make sure you are taking everything that you want to take and that you need to take to graduate from Washington County High School, and you'll be good to go. If you have any questions, you can let me know, Miss Lenedra Brown, our new counselor, or Miss Debbie Price, our registrar. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care.
This year, we will be implementing one-way halls. What you see here is the layout of the school. Notice on the map you see 3 different colors notating what type of hall and the direction of traffic for that hall. On the current map, green represents two-way halls, meaning the student can travel either way. Pink and blue represent one-way halls in which the student must travel one way. The HS designates hotspots or places that will have heavy traffic needed to be monitored as students proceed down the hallways. A monitor will be present in these positions to make sure students are following the proper social distancing procedures. The best way to remember directions, other than the arrows that will be present on the hall, is the landmarks of the school. We will start today at the trophy case, which is located at the front entrance of the school. As our students shown here enter the building, the area they are currently in is a two-way area, which leads to all administrative staff and clerical offices. As they begin to enter the hall, they must turn left, heading down towards the cafeteria. The first hallway will be a hallway to your right. This is also a one-way hallway. Students entering this hallway must keep straight across or turn right at the next hall. We are keeping straight, heading into the cafeteria. Of course, once we get into the cafeteria, we see the lounge or eating area. We will now walk to the hall in the left-hand corner, which leads to ROTC on the left, theater and acting on the right, band on the right, and chorus at the end of the hall. This is a two-way hall, meaning students must walk along the right side of the hall, as shown here by our wonderful students. After exiting this hall, students will work their way across the cafeteria, making their way to the left corner, which leads to dance, weight training, and gym. The small hallways leading to gym are two-way hallways. When going to dance, weight training, and gym, students must take a left leading to these classes. Once you reach your destination, which is the gym in this case, we travel back along another two-way hallway, which navigates traffic to and from the gym. Once students leave the gym, they will make a left across the dance floor closest to the wall on the left-hand side. Once across the dance floor, students are to make a right leading to the hallway that takes you back to the cafeteria. Remember, this is an intersection of a two-way hall. You will have students making a left going to gym, weight training, and dance as you make your way to the cafeteria. Once in the cafeteria, students will proceed forward through the doors. The first hallway on the left is a one-way hallway leading to your social studies classes. If you keep straight down the hall, you are headed towards the discipline office, which is all the way down the hall headed towards the exit doors on the right. But the next hallway we will actually get to is an intersection in which students can only turn left, or for the sake of the video, we will keep straight and revisit this in a moment. As I keep straight and continue down the hall, I notice there's another hall on the left, which technically leads to the library. You cannot make this left because this is a one-way hall leading straight across, or makes a turn to the discipline office. As I keep straight, I reach the discipline office. I should see Ms. Walker's name on the sign on the wall beside the door. As I turn around, ready to exit the hall, I must realize I can only make a left coming off of this two-way hall. This hall leads me back to where we originally started because I see our first landmark, which is the trophy case. All right, let's back up. Let's say I were to make this left. When I make this left, this is a one-way hallway. I should see Coach Mathis, class on the right, along with Ms. Sanders. To my left, I should see the social studies hall. Remember, that is a one-way hall, so this should be an exit. As I proceed down the hall, to my right, this is a two-way hall. As I proceed down the hallway, remember, it is a one-way hall. To my left, I notice construction. To my right, I notice that these are the science labs. As I keep moving, I see more, the chemistry lab. I see another CTAE lab. My agriculture class is to the left. As I get to the end of the hall, before going out the doors, I make a right. This is also a one-way hallway. All right, in the corner is Ms. Carter's class, early childhood education. As I make this right, These will be my English classes, with some of my science classes on the right. All right, as I move down the hallway, I notice to my left a landmark. That landmark is the library. All right, as I turn to the right, I notice this is a two-way hall. This is the location of a set of the restrooms. Exiting down the hall to the right, going back past the library. I have two more math classes on the right, Ms. Watts and Ms. Brooker. And as I proceed, I notice this is a one-way hallway. The discipline office is to my left in the right-hand corner. As I proceed straight, the trophy case will be on my right. And I'm once again back to where I started.
Hello, my name is Ms. Brown, and I'll be serving as the 10th and 9th grade school counselor.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ms. Bryson. I'll be the 11th and 12th grade counselor this year.
Hey, Washington County, I'm Ms. Price, and I'll be the registrar of dual enrollment counselor this year.
So a few important things. The PSAT will be given to 10th grade students. The SAT and ACT will be given to 11th and 12th grade students with a fee waiver. If you are interested in taking the ACT or SAT as a 10th grader, you must pay for the test. If you are interested in joining a club or organization, pay attention to the morning announcements and flyers in the hallway for the first meeting to attend. Also, pay attention to your email as well.
All right, guys, you know what you need to graduate. It's in the student handbook, but let's give a little refresher course. You're going to need 4 Englishes to graduate, 4 maths to graduate, 4 sciences to graduate, 4 social studies to graduate, and my 9th and 10th graders will have to have a pathway to graduate, and my 11th and 12th graders are going to be highly encouraged to go ahead and get a pathway so you can get that extra seal on your diploma. You'll also get 4 elective units that you, a pathway is 3 units and a concentration. 11th and 12th graders, mainly my 12th graders, we're going to be applying to college this year. We're going to do it through Georgia Futures. It will all be online, it'll all be explained to you, but also let your parents know FAFSA is important this year, and we're going to be having workshops as far as FAFSA in order to get you to graduate and get those college classes paid for. We're also going to be going over scholarships. We're going to have our local scholarships. We'll talk about student loans, and we're going to get you going so that you can go further after you graduate from Washington County High School. If you have any questions, I'm at the school on extension 2210, or you got my email. Let me know.
All right, guys, so after that, you want to know about college credit now, dual enrollment. So advanced placement, guys, 11th and 12th grade and 10th graders can take the advanced placement testing. Now locally, you know, we deal with Oconee Fall Line and GMC, but you are not limited to just 2 colleges. So there's a list that you can find on Georgia Futures that will identify those colleges that you're eligible to use for your dual enrollment courses. One of the things that we'll do, we'll make sure that everyone is a part of the plan, so we have parent agreements that we go over. So when you're ready for dual enrollment, come see me. Dual enrollment is not eligible this year for 9th graders. So 9th graders, we're going to concentrate on those things like pathways from within. 10th graders, you can do a CTAE pathway under dual enrollment. 11th and 12th graders, 10th graders who started before the new rules from summer 2021, you are eligible to take some academic courses. Those 11th and 12th graders who are already in dual enrollment, let's continue to work forward and get those degrees. Let's work toward whatever your goal is. So we want to make sure that you have that information. So any information about dual enrollment, come see me.
Students, please bring a backpack or folder to put the paperwork you will receive during homeroom and during your classes. You will also receive your student ID. You will need your ID every day. Students will report to homeroom first. The schedule for the first day of school will be unlike a regular school day. Students will be in homeroom for a majority of the morning. Following homeroom, students will spend approximately 20 minutes in each class with the exception of fifth hour.
This is the Washington County High School updated supply list. We are not going to use binders this year. We are trying to limit the number of shared spaces. This is a generic supply list for the content areas. Some classes might not need everything on the list, and some classes may require additional items. Some items can be used for multiple classes. For example, this does not apply to folders, spiral notebooks, or composition books. You'll want to get one for each subject. But you do not have to buy multiple packs of the highlighted items on this list. You can buy one pack of highlighters and colored pencils and use them in all of your classes. You only have to buy one calculator, the one required for math, since you will be able to use it in your science class also. Band is the only class where binders will be used this year since each band member has their own space.